Hey guys, I am Kyle, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to translate Shopify store, Shopify multi-language store tutorial. So let's get started. So here we are in Shopify, and from here what we're gonna do is we're gonna use an app to make our store multilingual. So to do that, you need to click here on the search button, and from here type in Weglot because this is the app that we will be using. You want to click on this app, or you can click here on search for Weglot in Shopify App Store if you can't seem to find the app. So in this case, click here on Weglot, translate your store, and from here you want to click on install. And then you want to click on the install button again once this finish loading up right here. So let's just wait for that. And here, click on install button. And now from here, we will now be redirected to the Weglot app where we can set up our store or our languages here. So let's just wait for it. So here it is. And from here, we would need to create a Weglot account and get started with a free 10-day trial. And don't worry, they have a free plan available. As you can see right here, it says free plan available. And from here, we are gonna go for providing our email right here and our password. And as you can see, no credit card is required. So I'm just gonna provide my email right here. So I'm just gonna use this right here and right there, and I'm gonna provide my password and click on sign up. And then there we have it. We are now signed up. So now from here, you want to choose your original language. So in the original language, this is basically what you are speaking. So make sure that you understand this language. So I'm just going to go with English on this one. So this would be our base language. And then the destination languages. So these are the languages that you would want on your store to appear. So if you want German, so let's say you have customers that are speaking German, so you want to add the German language right here, and you can add so much more. So let's say we want to go for Japanese, and then you can also do that. But we are only on the free plan right here. You can only choose one language and only a maximum of 2,000 words. So if you need more, then you would need to upgrade your plan. So I'm just gonna go and delete Japanese right here and click on save. And there we have it. Let's just wait for it to load, finishing our language, translating it, and so on. So now we need to activate Weglot. So we're gonna click on activate. And from here, all we have to do is we want to make sure that this is toggled on right here. As you can see in this part, or in the left side, you can see that it is toggled on. So you want to click on save after you have made sure of that, and then you want to go back here and click on check activation, and now it should see that Weglot is working and translating your website, and click on continue. And from here, now as you can see, well done, your website is now multilingual. So now let's refresh our website right here, and then from here, once you refresh that, the Weglot widgets should be here now. So as you can see right here at the bottom right of our website, you can see that we have the Dutch and the English language right here. So when I switch languages, as you can see, our store will now be translated into German right here. So yeah, that is basically how you can do it. So if you want to edit, then you can click on the go to settings page, and then from here we can actually go and remove German. And let's say you want to switch languages. In this time, we would want to go for Japanese. So let's go for J right here. So here it is, Japanese. And from here, you want to click on save. And then there it is. So now let's refresh our store, and let's see if we now have Japanese right here. So here it is, and click here again. And then as you can see, we now have the Japanese right here. So click on that, and now our store will be translated in Japanese here. So now let's say we would want to edit how the switcher would look like on our store. For example, this one, we don't like that very much. So we're gonna go here. So we're gonna go for this switcher right here. So let's just go for find the switcher. So as you can see, choose to display a list or a drop down, display a flag or the language name format. So this is where you want to edit it. So click on manage right here. And from here, we would be presented with this one right here. So we would need to sign in. So let's just go and sign in first. Right here, I'm just going to use this and go here. I'm gonna provide my password and log in. And then there it is. I should now be logged in. And then here we can now edit our switcher. So now let's click on Manage Translations. And then from here, you want to click here on the language switcher. So click on this one. And then from here, you should be seeing how it would look like right here. So from here, you can see here that you can display the language name. You can display the full language name, or you can display the flags also. So you can also do that. And then button as a drop down box and so on. And you can go for a shiny style on the flags right here. And you can click on Save Changes once you're satisfied. And right here, as you can see, you can now drag and drop languages since we only have 2 of them. So there's only 2. So you can drag this here actually, but this is the base language, so we can't really reposition that. So from here, what we're gonna do now is we're basically gonna refresh our store and see if it has been changed. So go here, refresh. And then from here, let's see if the widget has now flags in it. So here, as you can see, it has now flags in it. So that is basically how you can modify it. And since we are only in the free version, we can't really modify it in depth. So we are only able to modify it with the simple ways. So if you would want to modify it more, then you should go for the Pro plan. And then the next thing is that we are going to go back here into the Wiglot app. And the next thing that we're going to discuss is this one. So this is basically where you can add subdomains to enable multilingual SEO to your store. So this is very beneficial in terms of search rankings. So for example, someone is browsing or finding a product or a store and they want it to be in German, then it is highly likely that Google would recommend you to the search results or any other search engines. And yeah, this would really help you in SEOs. So so that you can maximize your translations right here in Wiglot. So you can click on Activate Subdomains right here. And from here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get prompted right here. So after you logged in, you wanna go here into Manage Translations. And from here, you want to go into Setup right here, click Setup, and then you can see the subdomains right here. So you want to enable this and enable. So as you can see right here is that you would need to have a custom domain name in Shopify, but if you only have this free domain, so you can't really activate your subdomain. So if you have a unique subdomain, then you can click here on enable. As you can see right here, if you don't have access to your DNS, don't try to activate subdomains or subdirectories. So you can, let's just click on enable just for the sake that I'll be showing you what's going to happen in here. So as you can see, you need to provide your domain URL, and you would need that in order for you to proceed. So now the next things that we're going to discuss is that you want to go scroll down until you see auto redirection right here in the advanced settings. So this one basically is if you want to automatically redirect visitors based on their browser language. So in this case, what this does is basically if someone is browsing using the German language, then when they visit your website will be automatically set to the German language. If Japanese, then it will be automatically set to Japanese. So this is really great right here, so that when the customer first enters your website, the website will automatically adjust to their language and be set according to their language automatically. So this is really great. So you need to turn this on. So you need to click on Manage, and from here you will be turning it on. So from here, what you want to do is go into Manage Translations. And from here, you would want to go into here, you want to find the auto redirection. So to do that, you need to go for General right here. And from here, you would want to go for auto switch right here. As you can see, you want to click here and redirect visitors based on their browser language. And then from here, you can go for original language in case of a fallback. Now that you have set that up, now you can click on Save Changes right here. And now it has now been enabled here. So now you can just refresh this, and then you'd be able to see that it has now been enabled. right here. So let's just wait for this one to load. And here it is. It is now on. And you can also go for excluded blocks. So everything is translated on a page, but you can exclude a section of a page by entering the CSS selector or HTML block you want to exclude. So if you'd want that, you can go here on manage, or you can go for the URL. Also, this is basically the same thing, but this one is in terms of URL patterns. And now that we're done with this, now let's finally go to the part where, for example, when you go into your store and you don't like the part of translation right here, so you don't like the job that Wiglet did in translating this. So let's say that you would want to edit it yourself. So you can also do that. So to do that, you need to go back here and click on Visual Editor right here, and then you would be prompted here again actually. So let's just wait for this one to load. Click on Manage Translations, and then from here you can go into editing your translations. So from here, click on Japanese, and from here you can see the languages or the parts or sections here in your store that is translated into Japanese. So for example, this one right here, and this is the currencies, and this one opens in a new window. This is the translation in Japanese, and from here you can actually edit this. So you can click here on save once you are done with your edit, or you can delete the translation right here, and so on. But this is basically where you can make your edits. There is also another way for you to edit this. So if you don't like this style, then you can just go to the visual editor. So you can click here on go back, and from here click on Visual Editor, and from here you can click on Start Editing. And now you will be prompted here into your website. So if you want to edit the translation, you can click on your languages right here available. So if you want to translate the Japanese, then you want to go for Japanese right here. So it will now be converted into Japanese. And from here, I'm going to click on this button, the edit button. And basically I can write whatever I want right here and click on OK. And now it will now be edited, just as simple as that. So this is how it would look like if we now convert our store into Japanese language. So yeah, this is basically how you do it, and you can also go for mobile if you'd want to. You can also edit it from here. So yeah, I think I have explained everything. So that is basically it for this video on how you can translate your Shopify store. Thank you for watching.